All right, we're back to finish up our meal. Again, we had the Asian pork chops, which I am now going to not touch again. I've put the bag back on the bag holder so that I can easily take the pork chops out and place them on our pan. I've lined my pan with wax paper so that I have virtually no mess to clean up. We are going in so many directions, like so many families with soccer and tennis and homework. So, although we're enjoying summer right now. But things like this, these little tips are so easy to do, and they save you a boatload of time so cooking does not seem as complicated. So, those are my pork chops. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save the onions and saute them. But you could easily just seal this up and throw it away and no more mess. I'm going to set that aside. Voila. Now I've got the potatoes. I told you we're going to make some spinach smashed potatoes. That's going to go with this. I've got my bag holder here. I'm going to put the bag on the holder. Very easy. And I'm going to pour my potatoes right in the holder. These are really hot still. I've left them hot, not scalding, but at least certainly warm enough so that I can mash them by hand easily. Now I know you're thinking, oh, they'll never mash as well as they do by a spoon. Hello, they certainly will. Imagine this, when you're stirring with a spoon, sorry that's so loud. When you're stirring with a spoon, you cannot tell if there's any little lumps and clumps still in it. But when you're doing it with your hand, you can see everything, feel everything. So, let me move a little faster. I've got the potatoes in here again that they are warm. I'm going to add cream cheese. I know it sounds unusual, but it's going to make them so smooth. I'm going to add Parmesan cheese. Again, this is going with our Asian pork chops. So I'm going to pop the pork chops in the oven. Let me just say, I have a hard time measuring stuff because I've never cooked that way. So if you need measurements, which I'm sure some do, go to my website, Facebook me, I'll tell you, because I actually have measured it all out. This is a little garlic salt. I know, too much salt, but you can never have enough, I think, of those yummy flavors. So I've got that in here. Where did my spinach go? Can I have my assistant bring me my spinach? I am so unprepared, but thank you, darling. Here we go. I've got the spinach. This is just frozen, fresh spinach, so to speak. I have snipped a tip in this bag, and I am putting it out. I've already drained the water to make it easy and fast, but there we go. Should have made a bigger hole, of course. There we go. Now I'm going to add butter. As Paula says, you can never have too much butter. I agree, but you can also never have too many onions. There's nothing better than onions cooking. Oh, even liver and onions smell good until you actually, I'm not even gonna go there. So, you may love onions, but I'm sealing this up. See, I've got everything in here. Whole potatoes, woohoo, I'm taking out the air, because taking out the air will allow you to mash it better. So, look at this. La la la. I wish you could see this close up. I'm going to move the bag close up and see how it mashes so much easier than a bowl. And I'm not getting, my shoulders aren't sore, my back's not sore. I'm just mashing away. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I mix all of this stuff together and I have mashed these potatoes, I'm going to put it back in the pan, and I am going to heat it up just so that this cold spinach gets warm, and then I'm sure that the butter will completely melt. But I'm going to show it to you before I do that, because I know you're sitting there going, no way, it's magic of television, that's all mushed. No, I'm telling you, you can do more in bags than you do in bowls. You can do it faster, you can do it with less mess, and what you used to do that took you so much time, see, when you're stirring in a bowl, you can't feel these lumps, and I can go, oh wow. Same thing with baking or quiche, like if you're making quiche, which is fantastic, and you've got the sausage, you don't need to cut it ahead of time, skip that part, put it in, and then mash it. Just think of this as like little stress relievers. I can mash, I can flip. This is a generic bag too. I don't have to buy fancy bags if I'm gonna do this, and this is a bag because there's no raw meat in it. I can wash and reuse without any trouble. So, I've got it in here. It is completely mixed. I'm going to show you as we pour this. And again, The bag holder makes it all easy, no mess. Now, see how easy that pours right out of the bag? Okay, I've got a little in the corner. I'm just gonna shake it out. Look at that, there's nothing left. And if I had it like a batter, I can just squeeze it just like that and it'll flop in. But look, tell me that is not beautiful and fabulous. Mashed potatoes in 3 minutes, you're good to go. So, next time you're in the kitchen, don't be left holding the bag.